Hi guys, it's Clemy here, your French yoga teacher. Today I will guide you through a delicious, yummy Vinyasa flow that will work on hips mobility and flexibility. We're gonna move slowly, breathe deeply, and feel good. Let's get started. So we're gonna start in a reclined bound angle with the feet together, lying down on our back. Taking a deep breath in all the way into the belly and big exhale. One more time. Big breath in and big exhale. Last time. And exhale. Okay, here we're going to place our hands here on the beginning of the thigh. And we're going to press our hands into the thighs, trying to push our legs away from us. You should feel a nice release in the lower back. And keep on breathing deeply here. Okay, very good. We're gonna gather the knees together towards the chest. Give a little squeeze. Roll slightly from side to side. And then we're gonna move into happy baby. Up, raising the feet up and dropping the knees towards the armpits. We're still trying to lengthen the back. Breathing deeply. Here too you can just move slightly from side to side, rolling, massaging your lower back. Okay, we're gonna put the feet back on the floor, and from here we're gonna cross our right ankle over the left knee in a figure 4 stretch position, and we're gonna come needle the hand in between and bring everything closer to the chest. Here we're targeting the outer hip. You should feel a nice stretch in that area. And gentle, deep breathing here. If the stretch is not enough intense, you can always bring it closer and closer. You control the intensity of this stretch, okay? Slow, deep breath. And we're gonna release and switch. Extend that leg, put it back down. And we're crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Okay. Grab your right shin and bring everything closer to you. And just focus on your breathing here. Relax the body. Just feel the stretch, accept the stretch. Breathe into the stretch. Slow, deep breath. Relax any tensions that may be lingering in the jaws or the neck. Slow, deep breathing. Okay, gonna release the legs back on the floor. Okay, from here we're gonna go into bridge pose, inhaling. We're gonna raise our hips, and you can roll your shoulders under a little bit and press the hips super high. If you want, you can interlace your fingers and press the hands on the ground. Breathing here, activating the glutes. And exhale, lower down. All right, inhaling, going back up, pressing the hips. And here you can choose to stay here or maybe lift the right leg up. Keep on pressing the hips up. And switching. Lifting the left leg up. Press everything up as high as you can. And foot back down and slowly up. The back rolls back on the floor. All right, we're gonna grab the knees again, do a little circles, one direction and the other. Side by side. All right, and from here we're gonna rock ourselves a couple times up to a nice seated position. Okay, here we're gonna extend the legs. You can push out the meat of your butt to sit taller. Inhaling, reaching the hands up, interlacing the fingers, and we're pushing everything up. Exhale, stay here longer. Inhale, and on the exhale, we're trying to keep the length of the back, not rounding the lower back, and getting the chest closer to the legs, as close as possible, without rounding the back too much. We're still warming up. Can move a little bit and settle into the posture. Slow, deep breathing. All right, coming back up. We're gonna place the feet flat on the ground, and here we're just gonna drop the knees to one side and drop the knees to the other side. A little bit of hips mobility. Try to go as low as possible on both legs till both knees touch the floor or almost touch the floor. Okay, back to center. We're gonna cross the legs and roll into a tabletop position. Okay, we're gonna do a couple rounds of cats and cows here. Inhaling, looking up, arching the back, pressing the chest forward, and exhaling, rounding the back, pushing the point in between the shoulder blades towards the sky, looking at your navel. And here do a couple more, following your own breathing pattern. Inhale round, arch, sorry, exhale round. Okay, back to center. We're gonna tuck the toes and press the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Bicycle the legs a little bit here, trying to find a nice stretch. Okay, on the inhale, the right leg goes up for three-legged dog. And exhale, we're gonna drop the right foot in between the hands. Place our back foot 45 degrees and raise into warrior two. Breathing deeply here. Opening the hips, bending into that front knee. Next inhale, reverse the front hand, and we're gonna go for peaceful warrior. Still bending into that front knee. And coming back, warrior two. We're gonna place our hands back on the floor into a low lunge. And staying here for a second. Then we're gonna drop the back knee on the mat and raise our hands up. Really dropping the hips, allowing the hip flexor to stretch nicely, especially the psoas here. And hands back on the floor. We're gonna lift the back foot. Inhaling, we're pressing our hands on the mat, and on the exhale, moving back into downward facing dog. Bicycle the legs a little bit. And settle. Alright, next inhale, do the same on the other side, raising the left leg up. And moving that foot in between the hands. Back foot 45-degree angle. Finding warrior two, second side. The hips are facing the side of your mat. We're opening the shoulders wide and broad. Opening the chest and bending into the front knee. You can space out your legs, your feet if it's necessary. All right, next inhale, flipping the hand and dropping the back hand on the back leg, reaching for the sky, bending into the front leg. Slow, deep breath here. And back into warrior two. Next exhale, hands framing the front leg. Low lunge. Staying here for a second. Pressing the heel away from us towards the back of the mat to really activate the leg and feel the stretch. And we're dropping the back knee and reaching the hands up. Nice deep stretch. Slow breathing. And coming back, we're gonna tuck the toes back, lift the back knee, press the hands on the floor and free that leg that goes back into the downward facing dog. Alright, on the next inhale, we're rolling all the way into a high plank. And exhale all the way into the mat. All the way down. Inhale in cobra. Raising the chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhaling another cobra. Squeeze your elbows towards your body. Exhale, back down. Last one. Inhale. Roll up, engage your legs. And exhale. Roll back down. Okay, from here we're gonna extend the left arm on the side. And here we're gonna bend the right knee, the right leg. And we're gonna go and try to touch that left hand or the ground next to us, opening the hip, adding a gentle twist and stretching the shoulder. Nice slow breathing here. And rolling back onto the mat. We're gonna this time place our left hand back underneath the shoulder, extend the right arm to the side, bend the left knee, and go reach for the floor behind us. Allow your body to twist completely. And okay, here I'm not just only like twisting like that, but I'm at the same time trying to reach my hip on the ground, back on the ground, so I get a really nice stretch on the hips. Nice slow deep breath. And coming back, rolling back, facing the mat. I'm gonna place both hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes, and pushing ourselves back into downward facing dog. Very nice. Okay, on the inhale, I'm gonna raise the right leg up. And on the exhale, we're gonna go for half pigeon. So my right knee goes close to my right hand. And I'm gonna extend the back leg. And here, if you can, I'm not very flexible in that area, but you can scoot your foot towards your left hand. Okay, and here we're trying to square the hips towards the front of the mat. We're staying here for a second. Just make sure your back leg is in one line and not like crooked or something. And okay, from here we're gonna lower our upper body towards that leg and heavily rest here. Slow deep breath. We're gonna stay here for a moment. So get comfortable. Release tension in your neck, your jaws. And feel the nice stretch in the leg, the front leg. Just a moment more. Okay, and we're gonna go back up, pushing our upper body back to the initial position. Okay, here you can either stay here. If you want to add a little bit more of a stretch, you can go for the back leg. Grabbing it. If you want to go for a full mermaid, here it goes. And if you're in the posture, we're trying to push the upper body towards the front of the mat to enhance the stretch. And releasing. Okay, super nice. We're gonna press our hands back on the mat, tuck the back foot, and press everything back into downward facing dog. Okay, next inhale, the left foot goes up for three-legged dog. And as we exhale, we bring that knee, the left knee close to the left hand, scooting the back leg, straightening it. Here you can try to move your front foot closer to your hand to get the shin parallel to the top of your mat, or as parallel as possible. Mine is actually not at all parallel. It will come. It will come. Okay, we're staying here for a minute, second. And we're gonna release the upper body towards the floor. Okay, and here again, try to release everything, every tension. Be as heavy as you can. As soft as you can. And focus on your breathing. We're taking the time here. It is good not to be in a rush. Alright. On your next inhale, we're gonna walk our upper body back to an upright position. And you can stay here. You can bend the back knee and go grab that feet, either holding it here, or if you can, maybe placing the foot in the crease of the elbow. I think that's how it's called. And if you can go for full mermaid pose, coming for the bind. And if you have the bind, then we're trying to shift the body towards the front. And we're gonna release that delicately. Place our hands back on the mat. Tuck the back toes and press ourselves back into downward facing dog. Nice breathing here. On the next inhale, we'll roll into a high plank. And exhale for chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, from here we're gonna drop the knees on the ground and tuck the toes and rise. We're gonna go for Camel Pose. So you have a few options here. First one, we're just placing our hands on the lower back and we're gonna press our hips forward, open the chest and maybe drop the head back, looking at the sky. Okay, this is option number one. If this is okay, maybe you can try to reach for your heels. You can also tuck your toes. That will put your heels higher and maybe making the posture easier. And here we're really trying to press the hips towards the front of the mat. Still stretching the hip flexors. Coming out of this posture, we're gonna sit back on our heels, keep the knees open and spread the hands in front of us for a nice child's pose. And next inhale, rolling back up. You may want to turn so that your mat is like that. And here we're gonna go for a frog pose. So we're gonna start to open the knees and open the knees more and more and more. And we wanna keep the hips in line with the knees, like not front, not too back. Yes, we want to keep a nice line. And okay, you let your knees slide out as much as possible. And we're gonna stay here just for a couple rounds of breath. Trying to find that sweet spot where you feel a very nice stretch. Trying to keep the shin parallel to the sides of the mat, not opening them too much, not closing them too much. And nice gentle breathing here. Okay, the next inhale, coming back up onto our hands and closing the legs, switching back towards the mat. We're gonna sit on the side and scoot the legs forward. And here, gonna grab our shins and roll back into the mat. Okay, just resting here, rolling the lower back. Gonna go for happy baby again, grabbing the outer side of your feet and allowing the knees to drop to your armpits and trying to press your lower back on the mat. And from here, we're gonna put the feet together for the reclined bound ankle position. And just allow everything to relax. Your face, your upper body. Allow your legs to open. And you can either stay here in this posture for the Shavasana or open your legs and place your hands by your side. Your choice, whatever feels best at this time. Closing your eyes and just allowing your body to relax completely. Nice, slow, deep breathing. Start to deepen your breathing. Find some motion in your body. It's time to listen. Does the body need another stretch? Maybe to yawn. Whatever feels good in that moment. And when you're ready, you can roll to one side. And pressing yourself back up into a nice seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. We're going to bring the hands to the heart center. And here just bringing to your mind something you're really grateful for. Something that makes you happy. Something big, something small. Just feeling this beautiful energy. And inhaling deeply. And exhaling, bending forward, spreading this energy all around you. And coming back up, namaste. Feels good, right? Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Bye, see you later.